Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today we are going to solve paper 2 of 0580 extended paper, October November 2023. So this is paper 2 extended and the time limit is 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, so somehow we are going to do its explanatory session. So let's see. And this paper is for 70 marks. Now, see the first question is write 24.07839 correct to two decimal places. Okay, so this is one easier one, 24.07839. So we mark the second decimal place. This is our second decimal place and look at the neighboring number. So this is 8. Okay, so which is larger than 5 means 7 will be rounded up and hence you will get 24.08. Now you have to write 24.07839 correct to the nearest 10. So let's write the number first, 24.07839. And here in question it says that you have to write correct to nearest tens place. So tens place is this. So what will be the nearest tens? So look at this number. So this is 4 less than 5. It means this will be rounded off. So we will write this as 20. Now the next part is write down the number that is 9 greater than 23. So again minus 23 plus 9 and that gives you negative 14. Now the next one is b equals u plus 80. Find the value of b when u equals 30, a equals negative 2 and t equals 7. So we substitute all these values. So let's write the equation first. V equals u plus 80. Okay, so you have to find the value of V when u is 30, a is negative 2 and t is 7. So we get 30 negative 14, that is 16. So you get V as 16. Now change 62,000 millimeters into kilometers. Okay, so we go step by step for this. See how do we do this. So you know already 1 kilometer equals 1000 meters, right? And this can be converted into centimeter by multiplying 100. So this 1000 meters can be written as 100,000 centimeter. Okay, and then now we can convert again centimeter into millimeter. So we will multiply 10 here and then you get here 1 million millimeter. Okay, now what we can do, this makes your work easier. Just divide 62,000 millimeters by 1 million and you get your answer. So 62,000 over, that gives you 5 and you have here 1. So you get here 0.062 kilometers. So we can write this as 0.062 kilometers. Next. So we can see here there are two parallel lines. So you have a pair of parallel lines and then we have two transversal lines like this. Your question is, the diagram shows two intersecting straight lines crossing two parallel lines. Find the value of x. So we need to find the value of x here. Okay. So this x can be equal to this if we know this. What else can be done? Okay. One thing we can make it out that this is 50. Okay. Here we have 50. So here also this is 50, and here also we have 50. Yes, because this is vertically opposite angle. Okay, and then if this is 50, then you see that here we have a this one is a transversal line, see, like this. Okay, and then here you have angle 114, and we can see that here also we have, okay, no, this is not going to work like this. No, 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 no. So what we can do is, we go other way. Here is 114, and yes, this is 114. This is transversal line. Okay, and this is 114, and here you have 114. So now this and this becomes corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. So if this is 114, so here it will be, this angle will be 114 minus 50. So we will do 114 minus 50, that will be 64. So this angle is 64, hence you get vertically opposite angle also 64. Yeah, that's it. So you can write here x equals 64. Now let's move to the next question. Explain why 111 is not a prime number. Okay, so what are prime numbers? So prime numbers are the numbers which have only two factors, that is the number 1 and the number itself. Now let's see how many factors does 111 have. Okay, so what we can do is, you can do just prime factorization of 111. So 3 3 is 9, 3 7 is 21. Yeah, and then 37. Okay. So you see that factors of 111 are 1, and then 3, and then 37, and the number itself 111. So you can see here 111 has more than two factors. So we can write here, since 111 has more than two factors, therefore 111 is not a prime number. Okay, next. Find a prime number between 110 and 120. So, what are the prime numbers between 110 and 120? Okay, you need to find just one. 110, see, it is divisible by 2, 5, 10. So many numbers are there. 111, we got the factors. 112 is even number. 113. Okay, so this number, yeah, we don't get any factors for this, because see now 115 is divisible, then 116, then 117 is also 118, 119, 120. All of them have more than two factors. Only 113 is a prime number between these two. So our answer is 113. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Here, see, find the bearing of Q from P. So we have to find the bearing of Q from P. It means you need to find this value, right? So to find this value, we need to know this value. If we know this, we can find this easily. Yeah, because this north and this north, these are parallel to each other. So this and this angle will become the co-interior angles. Then we can find it easily. Okay, let's see how to work on it. Okay, so here you have Q, and then here you have east. Okay, north, east, and we know that this is 90 degrees. So it's so much clear cut given over here. This is 90 degree, because this is 90 degree, this is 39. So this angle will be 90 minus 39, which is nothing but 51. Okay, now since this is 51, So we can know this co-interior angles now. This co-interior angle. Okay. So this co-interior angle will be, see, you know already the property of parallel lines. See, when we have a parallel lines and they are intersected by a transversal line, then these two angles between the parallel lines, these are called as co-interior angles. As we can see here, between the two knots here, two angles are there, and the sum of these two angles is always 180 degree. So following this rule, since this is 51 degree, we can figure out this one. So 180 minus 51, this will give you 129. Okay, so we got this angle as 129. Now we know that angle around a point or a complete angle is 360 degree. So this angle will be 360 minus 129, that is nothing but 231 degrees. Okay, so we can say that bearing of Q from P is 231 degrees. Yeah, so these are the small points. To solve this kind of question, you must know the angles between parallel lines. You must be good at this co-interior angles, alternate angles, corresponding angles. That will help you to work on it. Now, without using a calculator, work out 3 and 1 over 8 minus 1 and 3 over 4. You must show all your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Okay, let's work on it. So 3 and 1 over 8 minus 1 and 3 over 4. So we can write this as improper fraction first. 3 8 20, 24, 24 plus 1 is 25 over 8 minus 1 times 4, 4 plus 3 is 7 over 4. Now, next step is make the denominator same. Here you have 8, this is 4. Make this also 8. To make this denominator 8, we multiply with 2. So, you get 25 over 8 minus 14 over 8. And that gives you 11 over 8. And here already this is mentioned, you have to give your answer as mixed number in its simplest form. So let me change it to mixed number. So you get here 1 and 3 over 8. I hope this is easy. Yeah. Now let's do the next question. Write 90 as product of its prime factors. Okay, so you can easily use the prime factorization method. So we can do prime factorization. 2, 45. Okay, so 90 is nothing but 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. That is 2 times 3 squared times 5. So this is 2 times 3 squared and 5. Now, next question is expand and simplify 2 times t plus w plus 3 times w minus t. So we will expand it first. 2 times t is 2t plus 2 times w plus 3 times w minus 3 times t. So 2t minus 3t will give you a negative t, and 2w plus 3w will give you plus 5w. So we can write this as 5w minus t. Next. Now, so here is one shape which is similar to this shape. Okay, now your question is find the value of h. Okay. So these are two similar shapes, and you know that when you have similar shape, the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. So following that rule, we can write this as Okay, so here we will write the ratio of these sides should be equal to another one. So we can write this as 6.3 over 9 is equal to h over 5. Okay, so you can cross multiply this and you get h equals 5 times 6.3 over 9, which is 5 times zero point 0.7, that is 3.5. So we get here 3.5 centimeter. Okay, now the next part of the question is the area of the smaller shape is 16 centimeter square. So here the area is 16 centimeter square. Calculate the area of larger shape. We have to find the area of this shape. Now how to work on it? So if you remember the relationship between the ratio of areas and the ratio of length. Okay, so see, the ratio of areas is equal to the ratio of length whole squared. Okay, so area, write the area of the smaller first. So area of the smaller one will be 16 and we have to find the area of larger, and then the one of the length you can take here. So let's I will take 5. So 5 squared and the corresponding length I will take, that is 9. So this is squared. Okay, and now we can do it like this: 16 over sorry, this is 16, I wrote it 19. Why? 16 over area of larger shape is equal to 25 over 81. Now you can cross multiply 25 area of the larger shape equals 16 over 16 times 81. Okay, and then area of the larger shape is 16 times 81 over 25. So substitute in the calculator and you get the value as 51.84. Yeah, so almost every year you get this kind of question either on the area or on the volume. You must remember this ratio, the relation between this ratio, then this becomes easier. Next, question number 12. The diagram shows a speed time graph for 16 seconds of a car journey. So this is the time and here is the speed. Find the deceleration of the car in the final 4 seconds. Okay, so we have to find the deceleration of the car in final 4 seconds. Okay, so how do we do that? Hmm? So, whenever your question is about the deceleration or the acceleration, means you need to find the gradient, because gradient is nothing but rate of change. So we will find the gradient here. Okay, so you can make a note on this, like find gradient for deceleration. Okay, so how can we find the gradient? See, gradient is nothing but slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what are these values? Hmm? So on the x-axis you have here, we can find from here this slope. So here you have 12 and here you have 16. So this is x1 and this is x2. Okay, and on the y-axis, so here this is 0, so this point will be 0, and here this is 10, so this is 10. Okay, so let me mark it here. um, x1 is 12, x2 is 16, y1 is y1 is one moment. So this is coming from up to down, so y1 will be 10 and y2 will be 0. Now we will substitute in m, so it will be y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus 10 over x2 minus x1, that is 16 minus 12, and then you get minus 10 over 4, that is nothing but negative 2.5. So your answer is negative 2.5. Now let's move to the next one. Find the total distance traveled during the 16 second. Okay, so whenever you have speed time graph, the total distance is found by calculating the area. Okay, so you can write total distance is nothing but the total area. Okay, so how do we find the area? So we have to find the area of rectangle and then this area of triangle. So you will find area of rectangle plus area of triangle. Okay, so how to find the area of rectangle? See, here from 0 to 12 we get this length, that is 12, and 0 to 10 this length is, this width is 10. Okay, so you get area of rectangle as 12 times 10 plus area of triangle. So from here we can get the area of triangle. So the base is 16 minus 12. Base, okay, let me write here. Base is 16 minus 12. That gives you 4. And the height, you know that it is 0 to 10. So height is 10. So we can write half base is 4 times 10. So this will be 120 plus 20. So you get the area as 140 meter square. Okay. So sorry, not this area. Huh, yeah. So the total distance is 140 meters, we will say. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next question is 3 to the power of 3p times 3 to the power of 2p equals 729. Okay. So, see here, we have the basis as 3. So to solve this kind of question, you have to make the basis same. So we can write 729 as the base 3. Okay, so let's see how to do this. 729. Since you want base as 3, so you can divide it by 3. 3 to 6, 1, 3, 4, 12, 3, 3 is 9, 3, 8 is 24, 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 7, 21, 3, 9, 27, 3 threes and 3 ones. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 729 is nothing but 3 to the power of 6. So I can write it this way now. 3 to the power of 3p times 3 to the power of 2p equals 3 to the power of 6. Okay, now we can write this as 3 to the power of 3p plus 2p equals 3 to the power of 6. So this is nothing but 3 to the 3p plus 2p equals 6, and then 5p equals 6 and p equals 6 over 5. So the value of p is 6 over 5. Now let's go to the next question. Here you have simplify 32x to the power of 10 and whole to the power of 1 over 5. So don't forget to put this power for each term inside the bracket. So following this, this will become 32 to the power of 1 over 5 times x to the power of 10 times 1 over 5. And hence, see, this is nothing but fifth root of 32. Okay, fifth root of 32. And this is 5 and this 10 cancels, so you get x square. And fifth root of 32 is nothing but 2, and you get here x square. So your answer is 2x square. Okay, so almost in every paper, every time we get this kind of question from indices. So there are like 4 5 rules only. Practice it well. Yeah. Next. Y equals 2w square minus x. Rearrange the formula to make w the subject. Okay, so we need to make w the subject. It means you need to isolate w here and bring everything to another side. Okay, so let's write this first. Y equals tw square minus x. I take x this side, so we get y plus x equals 2w squared, and then I bring 2 also this side, so we get y plus x over 2 equals w squared, and then w equals under root of y plus x over 2. So you can write here plus or minus. So w is equal to plus or minus y plus x over 2. Now, let's look at this question. This looks good. On the Venn diagram, shade the region P union Q dash. What does it mean that P union not Q? Okay, so what will be P union not Q? Means you have to shade everything but not Q. Okay, so we can do it this way. Not Q. So we will leave that side and you can shade it like this. So we are not shading Q and rest of the parts we are shading. Okay. Yeah. So we have to shade P union Q, but we should not touch Q. So this is the shading P union dash Q. Now the next part. So it says that total number of elements is 20. Okay, so already it is given total number of elements is 20, and then it says that number of this A union B, not A union B dash. So which is not A union B, that is 1. So we know that A union B is represented here. So not A union B is 1. So 1 will come here. Okay, and then n of A is 12. So this is 12, and it says that number of elements in B is 10. Okay, so we need to write here what will come here, here, here. Okay, so you see that total we know that it is 20. Out of 20, we have one already here. Okay, so we have one already here. Then it says that here you should have 12, and it says that here for B you should have 10. So what will you will get? You get total 23. Okay, now but the question says that total number of elements is 20 only. So you can see that we have 3 extra. Okay, 3 extra means that this is common between both the elements. Okay, so we can write here 3. So we have 3 here, but A should have total 12. So if this is 3, then we can write here 12 minus 3, that is 9. See now 9 plus 3 gives you 12. I hope this is clear. And then in this B, number of elements of B is 10. Okay, already you have 3 here, so 10 minus 3, that gives you 7. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Find the lowest common multiple of 12x to the power of 8 and 8x to the power of 12. Okay, so you can do this. Okay, let me do it in this way. You can do it easily like this: 12x to the power of 8 and 8x to the power of 12. See, here we can write this as 4 times 3 times x to the power of 8, and this can be written as 4 times 2 times x to the power of 12. Okay, so to find the LCM, what we will do, you have to take all the factors with the highest power. So 4, highest power of 4 is 1 only, so we take 1, and then 3, so we go with x to the power of 8 and x to the power of 12, so we take here x to the power of 12, and then whatever is left, so you get 24 x to the power of 12. I hope this is easy. So those who have a habit of doing prime factorization, you can also follow this method. Doesn't matter, you get the same answer. Now you see that 4 is common, take, and now x to the power of 8 is common for both. So I took x to the power of 8, and then 4 3 is 12, okay, and then 4 is 2, and x to the power of 8 is here, so you are left with x to the power of 4. So your LCM will be 4x to the power of 8 times 3 times 2x to the power of 4. 4 3 is 12, 12 2 is 24, x to the power of 12. Okay, so you can solve this question by both the methods. Let's see question number 17. Now, so, okay, so this is the center of the circle. A, B, and C are points of a circle. Okay, on a circle, A, B, C are points on a circle. Okay, and then O is the center given. Angle OBA is 28 degree. Find angle ACB. Okay, so first we should understand OA is equal to OB. So OA and OB are same. So this one will be 28 because this is isosceles triangle. Okay, and then we can calculate this one. See, angle AOB. So we can write angle AOB equals 180 minus 28 plus 28. Okay, and then 180 minus 56 will give you 124. Now you see that one thing is very clearly visible here. This is angle at the center, and from this point A and B, and from the same points A and B you have angle on the circumference as well. So angle at the center is double of angle on the circumference. So angle at the center is 124. So angle C will become 62. Okay, so your question was to find angle ACB. So angle ACB equals half of angle AOB, and that will give you half of 124, that is 62 degrees. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now, here you have, so you have to read the diagram carefully. P, Q, R are points on a circle. Okay, P, Q, R. Let's see. Then TU is tangent. Very good. So TU is tangent to circle at point P. Angle TPR is equal to 47. Okay, so this tangent and this angle is 47. So this is important for point to be noted. And then angle PRQ is equal to 52. So this angle is 52. Now your question is find angle RPQ. Okay, so we can find angle RPQ if we know this, and this is easy, right? See, this angle will be 47 degree, because see, this is 47, and for this tangent this is alternate segment, so angle in the alternate segment is always equal. So if this is 47, here also we get 47. So you can write angle RQP equals 47 degree, that is angle in the alternate segment. And then your question is to find RPQ. Okay, so RPQ will be 180 minus 52 plus 47, and that will give you 180 minus 99, that is nothing but 81 degrees. I hope this is clear. So we get 81 degrees. So this is 81. Now, a solid cylinder has radius 5 centimeter and height 8 centimeter. Calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. Okay, so now we need to calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. Okay, so you need to learn these formulas. Hmm? So the total surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r and h plus r. Okay, so let's see the values. So it says that a solid cylinder has a radius 5 centimeter and height as 8 centimeter. Okay, so we got all of the values. So 2 pi r is 5, and then h is 8 plus 5. So you get 10 pi times 30. So you get here 130 pi. And then substitute in the calculator and you get 408.4. Now let's look at the next question. Okay. So find the nth term of each sequence. Okay, so we need to find the nth term. Okay, so let's see the difference, the common difference. So 8 minus 11 is minus 3, 5 minus 8 is minus 3, and 5 minus 2 is minus 3. Okay, so and here also minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 will give you minus 3. So your common difference is 3. Okay, and this is a linear sequence as we got the common difference the first time, same. So a is 11 and the common difference is negative 3, and you know that nth term is nothing but a plus n minus 1 times t. So you can substitute all the values here. 11 plus n minus 1 times t is negative 3, and hence you get 11 plus negative 3n plus 3, and that gives you 11 minus 3n plus 3, that will be 14 minus 3n, hence 14 minus 3n. Now 1, 5, 25, 125, 625. So there is no common difference, whereas you have here the common ratio. See, each term is multiplied 5. See, okay. So Now, whenever you have this kind of sequence, that is geometric sequence, you have, for the geometric sequence, you have the formula. Nth term is a r to the power of n minus 1. R stands for the ratio, and the ratio is 5 here. A is the first term, and your first term is 1 here. So substituting here, you get a is 1 times 5 to the power of n minus 1. That is nothing but 5 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so this is the nth term. Okay, so let's move. Yes, the next question is, the area of a rectangle is 55.2 centimeter square, correct to one decimal place. The length of the rectangle is 9 centimeter, correct to nearest centimeter. Okay. Calculate the upper bound of the width of the rectangle. Okay. Now, your question is area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is given here already, correct to one decimal place, and we are given the length to nearest centimeter, and then we need to calculate the upper bound. Okay. So you see that area is length into width. Okay. So to find the width, it will be area over length. Okay, now you have to calculate the upper bound of the width. Since this is upper bound of the width, so you will find the upper bound of the area over lower bound of the length. Okay, so now we can work on this. Hmm. So, okay, so the area is 55.2, and this is correct to one decimal place. So when you have one decimal place, so right, see, it is like this: zero point 0.1 divided by 2, that will give you 0.05. So you can write this area upper bound as 55.25. Now we will look at this one, length lower bound. So it is correct to nearest centimeter. So this is in centimeter. Okay. So 1 centimeter is nothing but zero point 0.5. So we have to find the lower bound. So the lower bound will be 9 minus zero point 0.5. That will be 8.5. So we can substitute these values here. So you can write here 55.25 over 8.5. Substitute, put all these in your calculator, and you will get the answer as 6.5. So your answer is 6.5. So it is very important to understand this, how to write the upper bound and lower bound correct to one decimal place or nearest centimeter, and then you have to remember this. So when you have to find the width in upper bound, so your numerator will be upper bound and denominator will be lower bound, so don't get confused in that. Yes. Now, the line y equals x plus 1 intersects the curve y equals x square plus x minus 3 at 2 points. Okay. Find the coordinates of the 2 points. Okay. So this question means like this: you have a curve, and then you have a straight line. So this y equals x plus 1. This intersects this curve at 2 points, and you need to find the coordinates of this point. And this curve is y equals x square plus x minus 3. Okay, now, so let's not complicate it. See, this is already given, y is x plus 1, and here y is given as x square plus x minus 3. Hmm? So both are the same functions y, so we can equate it. So you can write this as x plus 1 equals x square plus x minus 3. Okay, let's bring all of them at one side. X plus 1 minus x square minus x plus 3 gives you 0, and then minus x square plus 4 equals 0. Okay, so we can change it like this. We just multiply throughout with negative and you get it as x square minus 4 equals 0. So you know that this can be written as x square minus 2 square equals 0, which is nothing but x plus 2 times x minus 2 times, that is 0, and hence you get the value of x as negative 2 and another value of x as 2. Now your question is find the coordinate of 2 points. So we got the x of 2 points. Now we need to find the y values. So this is easier when x is equal to negative 2 and when x is equal to 2. So we can substitute these values in equation y equals x plus 1 here also. So you get negative 2 plus 1, that is negative 1, and here you get y equals 3. Okay, so when x is minus 2, y is minus 1. When x is 2, y is 3. Please don't mess up with this pairs. Okay, so be very careful in writing the coordinates according to the pair. Now, so this is another one important question. X is inversely proportional to the square root of w. When w is equal to 16, x is equals 3. Okay, so let's see how can we write this. So this says x is inversely proportional to the square root of w. So I will write it. X is inversely proportional to the square root of w. We wrote. Now remove the proportionality sign. So you get x equals k over square root of w. Now let's substitute the values. Here x is given as 3. So 3 equals k and w is given as 16. So we can write this as 3 equals k over square root of 16 is 4. So on cross multiplication you get k equals 12. Now, okay, your question is find x in terms of w. Okay, okay. So we have the value of x as x is equal to k over x is equal to k over root w. So we can write x equals k value is 12 and over root w. So your answer will be 12 over root w. Why we did like this? Because very clearly it says find x in terms of w. Okay, so you don't have to find the value of x exactly. You have to write that in terms of w. For that only we got the value of k. Now, some students record their reaction times. The table shows the results. Reaction times 2 seconds, t is greater than 0 and less than equal to 6, t is greater than 6 and less than equal to 0. So in this condition the frequency is 18 and here the frequency is 18. So what is the question? On a histogram, the height of the block of t is greater than 0 and less than equal to 6 interval is 7.5. Okay, so this height is 7.5. Then calculate the height of the block for this interval. So we need to calculate this height. Okay, so I hope if you remember, there is a relation between the heights and the frequency density. So the ratio of height is equal to the ratio of the frequency density. Okay, now to substitute the values in this, you need to calculate the frequency density. Now, what is frequency density? Hmm? See, frequency density is nothing but frequency over class width. So we will find the frequency density for both of these. So frequency density is frequency over class width. Okay, so let's do this one here. Frequency is 18 and the class width is 6 minus 0. 6 minus 0, that will give you 18 over 6, and then you get 3. Now for this one, frequency will be 16 over class width is 10 minus 6, that is 16 over 4, and hence you get 4. Okay, now we have the frequency densities. We have one of the values of h and another one we need to find. So we can substitute it here. So let's write h1 as 7.5 and we need to figure out h2, and the frequency density of the first one will be 3 and for the next one it is 4. So you can do cross multiply. So you get 3h2 equals 4 times 7.5. So h2 equals 4 times 7.5 over 3. Okay, so you get h2 equals 4 times 2.5 and that is 10. Yes. So you got the height as 10. Okay. So remember these ratios, important. Now let's go to the next question. So the next question is simplify ax minus 2a minus x plus 2 over a square minus 1. Okay, so what we can do is to simplify, we can factorize them actually. So let's do this first. A square minus 1. This can be written as a square minus 1 square, which is nothing but a plus 1 and a minus 1. So I think this is third time we are using in this question paper this formula. Now we can factorize this as well. Ax minus 2a minus x plus 2. Okay. So in this you have common a. So you have here x minus 2. Here we have nothing in common. So just take 1 out. So you get here x minus 2. So now you have x minus 2 times a minus 1. So we can write it here. Uh, we can write this a minus 1 times x minus 2 over a plus 1 times a minus 1. And now what happens that we cancel. So you get x minus 2 over a plus 1. So our answer is x minus 2 over a plus 1. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, so the derivative of 2ax to the power of 7 plus 3x to the power of k is 42x to the power of 6 plus 15x to the power of k minus 1. Okay, so find the value of a and the value of k. So what this question says, that you have a function y that is equal to 2ax to the power of 7 plus 3x to the power of k. Okay, and already they have given you the derivative. Means they have given you dy over dx, which is equal to, no. They have given it, but we can also do this. Okay, so let's do. So this one will be 7 times 2, that will be 14 a x to the power of 6, and this one we can write as 3 k x to the power of k minus 1. Okay, so this is what we get when we are deriving, when we are finding the first derivative of 2ax to the power of 7 plus 3x to the power of k, and it is given here this. Okay, let's solve it. How to find the value? See, this is 42 x to the power of 6 plus this is 15x to the power of k minus 1. Okay, so from here, because this is also derivative of this function and this is also derivative of the same function, so these has to be equal, right? So we can write it 14a equals 42. So A equals 42 over 14 and A equals 3. Now here we can write 3k equals 15. So k will be 15 over 3 and k is 5. So A is 3 and k is 5. I hope this is clear. Okay, so I guess this is the last question you have. Vectors. Yeah, this is going to be lengthy. Hmm. Okay, now, so the diagram shows a parallelogram OPQT. Okay, so OPQT. This is your parallelogram. The position vector of P is A. Position vector of P is A. Okay, so O is the origin and the position vector of T is B. So OT is B. Okay, so what we can do is, okay, now K is on PQ. K is on PQ such that PK is to KQ is 3 is to 1. So this is 3 part, this is 1 part. The lines OK, O, oh no, OK and TQ are extended to meet at X. Okay. Then find the position vector of X in terms of A and B. Okay. So you need to find position vector of X means you need to find OX. Okay. Let's root it. How to root? Now, see OX. How can we reach from O to X? From O to X, you can reach it like this. O to T, no, O to T, T to Q, and Q to X. Okay, I will choose this way. O to T plus T to Q plus Q to X. Okay, now let's write whatever values are available. O to T is B plus T to Q. Since this is a parallelogram, so this is also A. Okay, so this is A plus QX. Okay, so QX. So we need to find the value of QX now. What will be QX? Q to X. Q to X. How can we do this? Hmm. So QX we can go like this directly. QX, but okay. We know that K to Q. Okay, so O to T is B, so P to Q will also be B. Okay, and then this part will be B over 4. Okay, and then K. Okay, Q to X we need to find. We can go like this. So, okay. Mhm. So this can be written as A over 3. Yeah. So you can now add them B plus and then you will have, okay, 3 over 3 plus A over 3, that is B plus 4A over 3. So we got the this thing. Okay. Yeah. But This is lengthy thing actually. Wait, I will show you how to work on it. See. Okay, so I will redo this one. One moment. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let's redo. Okay. Now, so that we can keep as we were doing it already. So OX is equal to OT plus TQ, and then that is equal to QX. Okay, so we have the value of OT as B, and A ka value is TQ is A, and plus QX we need to figure it out. Okay, then you have B plus A, and then this we need to figure it out. Okay, now let's see how to work on it. So I need this diagram. Wait. Huh. Now, so QX, oh sorry, uh, QK. Okay, now you see that this thing OTX, OTX, this triangle OTX. See, you can see the bigger triangle. Okay, this triangle OTX is similar to this smaller triangle. Okay, so you can write it as triangle OTX is similar to triangle KQX. Okay, because they are similar, so we can write QX over KQ equals TK over OT. Okay, now you can write this as, see, this TK, hmm, this TK can be written as TQ plus QX. So I will write it again now. QX upon KQ equals TQ plus QX over OT. Okay, now we can write the values here. QX upon KQ. See KQ. What will be the value of KQ? This is one part of this whole B. The total number of part is 4. 3 plus 1, 4. So KQ is, you can write this as 1 over 4B. So I will write here. No, from here I will write here. Qx upon 1 over 4b, that is equal to tq is a plus qx. Okay, so we don't have the value of qx, so we write it like that, and then over we have ot. Where is ot is b. So after this what you can do is, yes, so we can write this as BB cancels. Here this B and this B will get cancelled. Okay, so you can have it like this. We can write QX equals, this will come this side, so you will get it 1 over 4 times a plus qx. Okay, now qx equals 1 over 4a times 1 over 4, sorry, this is plus 1 over 4 qx, and then you bring it this side, qx minus 1 over 4 qx, which is equal to 1 over 4a. And then we solve it. So you get here 3qx upon 4 equals 1 over 4a, and then that gives you, here you get qx equals 4 over 3 times 1 over 4a. That equals a over 3 qx. Okay, now see, we got a value of qx as, okay, now you can substitute this here. So we have b plus a over 3, and then you solve it, so you will get ox as b plus 4a over 3. So this is your answer, so we can write it here, answer as b plus 4a over 3. Okay, so this is the end of the paper. If you have any doubt or any questions on this paper, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for being till end. Keep watching.